What's going on, fellas? Welcome back to another beautiful day over here on the channel. Today we are in Crescent City Beach over here in St. Augustine, Florida. If you look it up on Google, it says it's a tranquil, less commercialized beach located in St. Augustine, Florida, and I'd have to agree, it's very peaceful around here. But regardless, we cruised down here because we found a 1997 Action Craft 1802 Flatsmaster for sale on Facebook Marketplace. Talked to him, and he said it was at this boat shop, which I'm at right now. Looks like a little consignment, sort of marine mechanic type deal. Not gonna lie, I did pull up just now and somebody else is already looking at the boat. Kind of a bummer, but I've been trying to give them their time before I walked up on them, but it's been a while. It's probably been 25 minutes of me just sitting here and them chit-chatting back and forth. So I'm probably gonna make my move here in a second. All I know about it is that, and this is what the owner told me over Messenger, he told me that there is somewhat of a wiring issue to the motor that they're trying to track down here. They thought it was a fuel issue. They realized it's not a fuel issue, it is a wiring issue. There's an old VMAX on the back. So, I mean, that doesn't really scare me because worst case scenario, just repower. But I mean, if we can track down, or if they can track down the wiring issue, then obviously the VMAX would be sweet. I've had a couple of them. I had one on a backcountry 201 Pro Guide that was absolutely money. So I mean, I'm gonna go check it out here in a second when I feel like I won't be too intrusive on their conversation. But I mean, I drove about an hour to get here, so at some point I'm gonna have to walk up. But so far through Messenger, seems like a cool guy, seems like a cool boat in a cool area, so it should be a good time either way. Howdy, fellas. Hi. How you doing? I actually was coming to check out the Action Craft. This is the one right here, huh?
It's labeled incorrectly, though.
It's labeled incorrectly? What was the
See, it says 1820 on it.
Yes, sir.
See that very large compartment on the front?
Yes, sir.
That's got a cooler in it.
Yeah.
That's like the 1880 or 1890 model had that big cooler up in the front.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, right on.
He's got it labeled correctly.
Sweet. He said y'all were tracking down a wiring issue back there?
Tracking down something.
Yes, sir.
Trying to track it down.
10-4.
There is a $1,000 deposit on the boat.
Yeah, I talked to him about that. Is that contingent on anything, or was that just...
If I get the motor running right, he'll give me the rest of the money.
Right on.
That's what he said to me.
Sweet.
So
Okay.
I haven't quite put my finger on what the issue is.
Yes, sir. Heard that. It's sweet though. Other than that, is it just not firing?
It's dropping a couple of cylinders after you run it for about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Anything about engines?
Yeah, I know a little bit.
Yeah.
I had that issue one time on a older Yamaha 2-stroke, and it ended up being the stator that was the issue. I'd have it at the ramp, put it in the water, it'd run perfectly fine, and then maybe 5 minutes into it, I thought it had something to do with just being under load, but I ended up swapping out the stator and things.
So if you sat there for a little while and let it cool off, would it start back up again?
It would start back up, yeah. But
That's what they used to do.
anytime I try to give it power, it would just shut out. I'd maybe get...
Well, this one had run wide open. I mean, I was flying.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you'd feel it drop a couple of cylinders.
Interesting.
And it wouldn't get over it. And then when I got up on the trailer, you could hear it. It was like on, off.
Yeah.
Pick one up, and then it'd drop it.
Right
I
on.
was almost thinking it was two of them doing it, because sounded like it was down 2 cylinders, but it picked one back up, and it picked the other one up, and then it dropped one, and then it dropped 2. You could hear it.
Interesting.
RPM changing, isn't it?
This the VMAX, correct?
Yeah.
Interesting. I had a VMAX on a 201 Pro Guide backcountry one time, and I put the plugs in, like I put new plugs in, and I guess one of them I didn't gap correctly, or it came just out of the box gapped wrong. Yeah, it was doing the same thing. So I had to get out there and re-gap everything, and it ended up working out. Sweet boat though. As far as it being the bigger, better version rather than the 1820, what do you think the price difference is between those two? Because he has this one listed at 10, right? Okay.
He probably feels the same way. He just mislabeled it. Whatever he's got in the boat, whatever he's willing to take to the boat.
Yeah. Heard that.
He's being crossed, those fuel pumps actually get ruptured.
Really?
They'll,
Right on.
the fuel pump diaphragms will pour raw fuel
Yeah.
into the engine. So the very first thing I did was the spark plugs to eliminate that.
Yeah.
Then when I saw these 2 spark plugs were kind of washed clean, the rest
Yeah.
were black, I changed both the fuel pumps on this side, but that didn't cure it. And then
Interesting.
I came back and ran it one more time, and again, these 2 looked cleaner. So I thought maybe it's one of these 2 coils.
Yeah.
So I switched the coils on both sides, so the problem should have moved over here.
Yes, sir.
It didn't stay right there.
Interesting.
Which leads me to it's this or the stator or the timer base
Yeah.
up there at 3. So I went to Gainesville yesterday and picked up a used CDI, a used stator, and a used timer base. This is $1,200.
Yeah.
This is $800. The other one was $900.
Wow.
So they're friends of mine that known me for years.
Okay.
And his son's got all sorts of parts for her. You've been buying motors and just selling parts off of them.
Yeah.
So they just gave me all 3 pieces and said, go see if you can figure out what's wrong with it, bring it back, what you don't
Yeah.
use.
Right on.
So fortunate to have that, or I wouldn't be able to just say it's a power pack and spend $1,200 of this guy's money and be wrong.
Yes, sir. Heard that. Heard that. Are they pretty committed to keeping the motor on the boat?
He's not going to split it up. That's what you mean.
Okay. I was probably going to intend on repowering anyway. Probably move.
Boat to repower.
Yes, sir.
Just got to be real careful with the engine's got a lot of raw fuel in it. When you get these spark plugs in front of the, you'll get a flame that'll come out of there and burn your nose off.
Is that Mitzi over there for sale as well?
No,
Rats.
that is.
The Key West?
Sea Chaser is,
Yes, sir.
and this little 18 is.
Oh, right on. Sweet.
Still good to keep though. I can get you a ladder.
Honestly, a really sweet boat right here. Interesting track for the Minn Kota. Just like I said in the last video, checking out some skiffs, it's always the sweetest boat in the lot that's not for sale. This Mitzi's money right here with the Yamaha 60 power pole. Tell you what, that exposed glass, that'll get you. But this thing is sweet. Just how they bring real estate to life on this top deck, as like it's so different than the hull. The hull is like so much more narrow than that top cap, dude. It's just a sweet example of what a 17-foot skiff should be. And I mean, it's right at home here in Crescent City. But I mean, this Sea Chaser's pretty sweet too. Probably like the cheaper version of like a 22-foot bay boat. You can get these pretty cheap on Marketplace. I'm curious what the price is here. The trailer's in really good condition. This Mitzi though, man, yeah. Dude, I could talk about this Mitzi for a while. I don't really want to touch it because it's not for sale, but obviously this is what I'm looking for. But I mean, also that Key West over there is sweet as well.
All right, what's your number?
It's a lot of boat for an 18, honestly. What's the price on the Key West? Yes, sir.
7.
7? That's not bad, honestly. It's set up really nicely. I had one of these that
Is Steve? Is he gonna be? Yeah. I kept it back for him.
I had one of these that it was like the side console setup, and I ended up moving it to the middle. And whenever you move it to the middle, these turn into such sweet boats. Dang, 7's not bad either. Are they all like consignment boats? Sweet.
Yeah, I used to have a marina where I had new boats in the showroom, and
Yeah.
I had outboards on a carousel, and
Yes,
sold
sir.
several different kinds of boats,
Yeah.
and about 12 employees. I
Right
sold
on.
it, left Gainesville and came over here.
Heard that. This looks like simple living right here. Real nice spot and everything.
It was the
Sweet.
only place on the island that I could find
Yeah.
that was legally a marina.
Zoned
where
for
you
it,
could do
yeah.
boat repair and stuff, because they won't let you do it. It's not zoned for it anywhere else. on the
Really? Right on. Wow. What's the price on the Sea Chaser?
island.
10? Really?
$1,800 on the boat.
Really? I don't mind buying those 150s with a lot of hours. Usually, whenever you get up there, they'll last a pretty good long time.
That's one of the best riding boats. That 22 in that year had
Yeah.
more fiberglass in it than the newer ones.
Really?
And you could take that thing offshore and be comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the
10,000.
22 feet, it's long enough to do it.
Uh,
It's a little big for back here.
Yeah. Are they just trying to get rid of it, or 10,000's good?
I think what deters most of the people is probably the hours on the motor.
Yeah.
You know, it scares them off.
Yeah.
But it's got a T-top. There's a GPS depth finder.
Yeah, I was looking.
up top.
That's real nice.
It's got some gel coat blisters around the edges where it's been bumped
Yeah.
into the dock, but it's not structural.
That's actually crazy. I might have to.
Look at the trailer. They paid $6,500
I was about to
for the
say
trailer.
the trailer's
It
insane.
says 2022 on the trailer.
Wow. Wow. 10,000. What? This is what he was talking about. Dude, that's nothing. Nothing. This might be the best deal on a 22-foot anything that I've ever seen, honestly. She could use a pressure wash, probably some new batteries in there. Live wells. Dude, let me hop up in her. I was avoiding it, but I'm gonna hop up in now because I actually might buy this. Yami keys. Could use an upgrade on the Garmin. Dude, lean post in perfect condition. Give it a little spit shine. Seat back here. Dude. Dude, 1,800 hours obviously is a lot, but she's looking good. Little maintenance spray up here. Dude, what? Use some reinforcement in there. Could get a new hatch over here. Just need some new latches for sure. Anchor. Another live well. Dude, this is insane. Feast your eyes. One of the better deals I've come across. Dude, $6,500 for the trailer is what they paid for the trailer. It's a 2022 trailer. $10,000 for the whole deal? Dude, I think I'm sold. Dude, this is so sick. I just need more looks at it. Lines on her are pretty good. How it slopes back here is not exactly my favorite look, but I mean, come on. Dude, this is sweet. All right, we need to go get some lunch and think about it and talk about it. Tell you what, that Sea Chaser is really good. I really like that.
It's a pretty boat, though.
It sure is a pretty boat.
Yeah.
Came here looking at the action craft, which is sweet also, but I don't know, that might be what I'm looking for, honestly.
Where do you fish?
I live over in Jacksonville Beach, so
You got a big river and Atlantic Ocean.
yeah.
You'd be-
I do a lot of fishing out of the jetties too. So I mean, Sea Chaser's perfect for it.
Got the deck up front, but you still got a lot of cockpit space inside.
Yeah.
It's snotty out there.
Got high gunnels.
This
Yeah.
one, when I run this one, the water, when I back up, the water fills up in the trough.
Yep.
Coming off the trailer end, when I put it in reverse and back up.
This is very similar. I had an Action Craft 17 something a couple of months ago, and it was a blast. It was great. But going out to the jetties, you throw it in reverse, anything. There is like water coming up. But I love them just cruising through the intercoastal. These are like the perfect. They ride so good, so
I was out
good.
there, when was it? Friday? It was snotty. That wind was
Yeah.
blowing this way at about 15 miles an hour, and the waves in here were busting up against the seawall. And I took it because the guy wanted to buy it, and the owner wanted to sell it. So I did everything. I changed the fuel pumps, and he slid me off the trailer. It rode nice.
Real nice.
Except when it dropped 2 cylinders, and I could only go like this, and the wind was hitting me on this side. So this half of me was completely wet by the time I got back.
Yeah.
It was just because it wouldn't get on a plane.
Yes, sir. Right on, man. Well, I think I might have to, because if somebody put a deposit on this one, I'm sure it'll probably go through. So now,
Unless I can't fix the motor. If I can't fix the motor, then but the owner
yeah,
said fix the motor, and I'll pay to sell it for me. So I can
right
be
on.
okay. I just need to fix it. But I got a stator in the truck. I just put the old power pack back on.
Yeah,
Interesting, the two bottom cylinders with this new power pack won't
yeah.
fire at all.
Really?
And they were the ones that were misbehaving with the other.
Yeah, yeah.
So this and this were used to each other, and when this gets hot, this would quit and drop these two. The newer power pack, it's not even enough to fire them.
Interesting.
So I think it's the stator.
Yeah.
So I put the old power pack back on. I'm gonna take the stator and put it on. I'll be done if that's the case.
Right on.
That
You
right there
better stop.
is the buy of the town.
Yeah, I'm shocked it's still
Trailers were
here.
5. The motors were 3.
How long has it been here?
Oh, I haven't had it very long. I did a water pump, gear lube, spark plugs, fuel filters.
Yeah.
Went all through it for her, and then fired it up. And then she said, "Can you put it up for sale for me?" And I said, "Okay." And I put it on Facebook without checking the hours.
Yeah.
And I put it on Facebook for like 16,000.
Yes, sir. Yeah, makes sense.
Right?
Yeah.
And a few of the fellas that knew her son that was riding the boat,
Yeah.
apparently her son had told them how many hours were on the motor, and I hadn't checked it yet. So I got like 5 or 6 young fellas
Yeah.
all come, how many hours are on the motor? And I'm like, oh, I don't know, I hadn't checked it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you do. You know how many hours?
Like
on
they're
the
trying to gotcha moment.
And it
Yeah.
finds out that one of the young fellas of the ringleader was asking for them to let him sell the boat for them. So
Yeah.
he's pissed off that she left it here and he
Dang.
didn't get the boat. And I said, I don't know. I didn't put an hour meter on it. I said, it's got good compression.
Yeah.
It's got, just put a water pump in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but how many hours on it? You know how many hours on it, don't you, Brian? And I'm
Yeah.
like, this was, and I said, you're
Yeah.
not telling me you'd like to buy the boat.
Yeah,
You're arguing
exactly.
with me about something else.
Exactly.
Who is this guy? So I told the lady, and she said, "Here's a perfect example. My son needs to learn. Some people just anyway." That I stayed hooked up.
Yeah. Me personally, when I go and look at, I've had more problems with low hour engines that just sit for a while.
Yeah.
Like they have low hours because they're not ran all the time.
Electric fuel pumps get.
Yeah. I have such good luck with higher hour motors.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, that's probably going to be, I mean, I'll probably come back tomorrow for that one. I mean, that's pretty much what I'm looking for, honestly. So,
So after I relisted it for 11,
yeah.
9, and stated in the ad 1,800 hours. The first ad didn't say anything about the hours.
Yeah.
So I reduced the price from 16 down to like 11.9.
Yeah.
Put it in there, but I kept getting offers for 10, and it was the other fellas,
Yeah.
and they kept saying, "We'll give you 10, we'll give you 10." There was quite a few people out of town, and I kept going to the lady, "I got 4 or 5 offers at 10."
Yeah.
You know, and she's like, "No," and I'm like, "Okay." So then summer goes by.
Yep.
Now it's winter,
Yeah.
and she goes, "Why haven't we sold the boat?" I said, "The market tells you."
Yeah.
I had 5 offers at $10,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you want me to do?
Dang.
She goes, "All right, put it for 11 and sell it for 10." But when you asked me, I just said 10 because
Yeah.
that's what she'll take.
Yeah, to be honest, yeah, I don't like to waste time or anything. I'd buy it right now, but because he told me that somebody already had a deposit on it, I just came to look. I would have brought a bag of cash with me. So, I mean,
I'll be here tomorrow.
you'll be here tomorrow?
I could call the lady and tell her to bring me the title for the.
That'd be
and
perfect.
the registration for the trailer,
That would be perfect.
and I put a brand new battery in it because the battery was bad.
Right on.
If we can go ahead and fire it up, and the ramp's just down the road, I can slide you off the trailer.
I mean, to be honest, just through talking to you, I trust you. I don't even need to waste time throwing it in the water.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'd say to,
When you go to the tag office,
Yeah.
ask them for the bill of sale under the counter,
okay.
and you'll say at the top, how much did you pay for the boat? Put 10 grand, and it'll say how much for the boat, motor, trailer.
Yes, sir.
Well, there's no titles on the motor or the trailer,
Right on.
only the boat. So you put the motor's worth 3 grand, the trailer's worth 4 grand.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And the boat's worth 2 grand, and you only pay 6.5% tax on. 2
Right
grand.
on. All right.
So
Wow.
they'll supply you that receipt.
Dang.
It
That,
doesn't work if you go to a dealer; they won't do that.
right
But
on.
if you buy it from an individual like her,
Right on.
and I'm not going to give you a bill of sale from me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll take care of all that.
I'll give you the title and it's a
Sweet.
receipt from her that
Yeah.
she sold you the boat.
Right on.
So that you don't have to pay all that tax money.
Easy enough. Man, that works for me. I'll tell you, tomorrow I'll probably be over here around the same time if you're here.
I am. I may be
Sweet.
down at the ramp or whatever, but
Yeah.
you got my phone
Yeah, I'll
number?
grab it off the side. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, man, I appreciate it. Appreciate the hospitality. I'll be seeing you tomorrow.
Okay.
Make it easy on everybody.
Sounds great.
Right on, man.
It's in here. That's a fish. It just got so old.
It's a cool sign. Those things are going to
Sweet. This whole place is sweet, dude. Might move over to Crescent City Beach. Tell you what, this sure is something. Stumbled across a little piece of paradise. I don't know why I've never really spent time over in Crescent City. I usually go straight down to St. Augustine, or I hang out over in Jack's Beach. Sometimes the Palm Coast area. But dude, I've been just missing. I've been striking out on this this little area, this little gym, I would say. Dude, you can just drive right on. I've been flopping. Anywho, dude, how about that? The hospitality there was amazing. It was just like that small town feel. Walk up on him. He's working on a motor. We chit chat about motors for a little bit. Dude, I don't know. It was just a really cool time. Went there for the action craft. Right when I got there, he said somebody had a deposit on it, which I do think I remember him briefly saying that over the messenger. I didn't meet the owner. This was just the guy who owns the shop. It was all consignment stuff. But I think I remember him saying something about a deposit, but honestly, I don't know. I'll have to go back and reread the messages. It is what it is. They were chit-chatting about the motor, trying to fix it, fire it up. Kind of painted a picture of what I think I might want to do in my older years. Just find a little spot on the water somewhere, sell some boats, work on some motors, chit-chat with the locals, have a good time. That was like right next to a restaurant, literally right across the street from where I'm at right now. So, dude, imagine that. Imagine that being your just retirement day by day, tankering and chatting and going to the beach. Whatever, dude. $10,000 for that Sea Chaser. When I was looking at it, I was like, these are usually cheaper 22-foot bay boats, but I wasn't thinking that cheap. I don't know if you heard the spark in my voice light up a little bit whenever he said 10. I said, 10? What? Man, dude, I wish I could buy all those boats. The Action Craft, the Key West, the Sea Chaser, and the Mitzi. The Mitzi's not for sale, though. I didn't even ask why. It might just be his skiff or something. I don't know. But regardless, I think there's 99.9999999% chance I come back for that Sea Chaser tomorrow. So I might have to do some wiggling around with some stuff in the shop and some trucks that I have, just to kind of like open up some space and some financials to grab a big bay boat like that. But he said he put a new battery. He did the full service. It has 1,800 hours. But like I said, I'm not worried about that. A lot of other people are, I guess. I don't know. It's not something that bothers me, though, because every single high hour motor I've ever had is the best running motor that I've ever had. I'm not, telling anybody else to go buy high hour motors or like high mileage vehicles, any of these things. I'm not promoting other people to do that. I'm just talking about my experience with high hour motors. And I've always had good experiences. Like I said earlier, I've had a bunch of motors that have, oh dude, this only has 100 hours on it. This only has 90 hours on it. But the reason that it only has 90 hours is because it just sits in the backyard somewhere. And things go bad when you let them sit. And these higher hour motors, they're just offshore all the time. you know, just like idling down the coast all the time, trolling, whatever. They're being ran all the time, maintenance all the time, and they end up just running for forever. So, I mean, I take his word for it. He sounded like a real stand-up guy. Said compression was good. It ran really good. He said he could take it offshore and be comfortable for a long time. Whatever. That's kind of what I'm looking for. So, might have to go back to the shop. Maybe list some things for sale. I got a couple things laying around and see what we can do. But as far as that, I'm going to leave you there. And it'll be a little bit of a cliffhanger. See if we come back tomorrow and pick up this 22 Sea Chaser. I think it's a sweet boat. I got a Minn Kota 80 pound in the shop that's been looking for a new home, so that might just work out great. As far as right now though, we're in such a beautiful city. I think I'd take the old lady and the baby out to get some lunch somewhere sweet, and then just enjoy the day a little bit, and then cruise home and watch some football. It is Sunday. But yeah, dude, appreciate you for tagging along. Kind of a little more quiet in this one. I didn't want to disturb the homie. If it's quiet, I didn't want to change that. And it was nice and quaint. Like I said, it was tranquil. And I wanted to keep it like that. I didn't want to disturb the peace too much. But regardless, had a good time. And I appreciate you guys tagging along with me. And as always, I'll see you in the next one tomorrow. Peace. Bro, do people not eat food in Crescent City? We were cruising around looking for a little spot to eat. Couldn't find anything. Well, no, I found a Tony's Tony's New York style pizza, but it was 11 a.m. so they weren't open. So we had to cruise over here to St. Augustine, stop at a Cantina Louis. Dude, don't mind the arsenal ready for the revolution back here in the bed of this truck. But I had to stop at a Cantina Louis. Yeah, dude. I was trying to find like a little sandwich shop, little locals only type of thing, but couldn't find anything. So I guess nobody in Crescent City eats food. We gotta cruise into St. Augustine. It is what it is. Dude, if you know a spot in Crescent City that I absolutely have to check out, let me know. I'll make a day out of it. I'll be back here tomorrow anyways for the Sea Chaser. Maybe. Anywho, dude, full stomach. About to drive home. Turn on some football, take a nap. See you tomorrow, guys. Bye-bye. Just got a call from the homie at the shop that we were just at, working on the Action Craft, or the VMAX on the Action Craft. And we chatted about the 22 Sea Chaser a little bit, but he also just wanted to tell me that it was the Stater. It was the Stater. So how about that? How about that, haters? How about that?